Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the At Show. I'm sorry I've not been around in recent weeks, and I just want to say that I've been on holiday, and also other things have been happening to make it difficult to do a show like this on the hoof. So here we are today, and our subject today is speech recognition on Windows 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through from setup through to basic execution of using Windows 10. Now, I am a user of Dragon Dictate Naturally Speaking, which is the Rolls-Royce of speech recognition software. So the speech recognition that's built into Windows 10 can't really meet up to those standards, but it is of great use to having an integrated approach to using sound and speech on a device such as a Windows computer. So speech recognition has been around since Windows 7 and certainly therefore on 8 and 10. And what its function is the ability to control the computer with your voice. So what I'm going to do without further ado is I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to see how all this works. So here we are in my desktop mode, and I'm just going to pull down my screen here, but it's still sharing the desktop. So what I'm looking at is creating a profile for my speech tool. I'm using a webcam on this demonstration because it's easier in terms of doing this. So I began this by actually typing in at the top there, speech recognition. It's important to put the speech recognition bit in because otherwise it will take you to different areas of the whole computer. So I'm turning it on, and you can use the Windows key and the H key to start dictation, but first of all you have to train it. So that's where this comes in. So there's a wizard that takes you through the main stages, and I'm not going to use a headset. I'm going to use a desktop microphone. Probably the best is, of course, let's see where we can go with that. Probably the best is a headset microphone for accuracy, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to stick with what's on the computer. So, position the microphone placement. You don't want it too far away. Peter dictates to his computer. He prefers it to typing and particularly prefers it to pen and paper. Peter dictates to his computer. And so it's picked up my webcam and let's put it into the right place. The microphone is now ready to use. And I could actually go through my documents and have it learn the way I talk, but I always prefer to disable that function as it can skew the actual thing. You can also choose what you want stop listening to do. When you choose the manual activation mode, Windows speech recognition turns off when you say stop listening and must be tuned in by clicking the microphone or pressing Control Windows key. And when you choose voice activation, speech recognition goes to sleep and can be activated by saying start listening. So we're going to use the voice activation mode. There's also a reference sheet of commands. So I'm going to take that and print that out. Got a whole list of commands here that I can use. So let's print that out while we're waiting. All very good so far. Let's see how many pages we've got. Quite a number. Okay, and more settings, pages per sheet. So I'm going to print on both sides. There we go. So that's working right now. So back to our wizard, back to the next step. Now we're going to run the speech recognition startup. It says that there's a tutorial, but we are probably not going to use that. We're going to probably use the commands and start. So here it is appearing at the top of the screen. So it's sleeping at the moment and won't start processing until I say start listening. So start listening. Open mail. That's still sleeping. Open mail. Sorry, Mars, you've forgotten the command. Start listening. Open mail. Most underwhelming. Start word. Start listening. Start listening. Start mail. Okay, having a little bit of trouble here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize it down. This sometimes happens. And we'll go back into the dictation things. And now this time I'm going to put in the microphone, and you'll see the difference that makes rather than an array. So we'll plug this in, which is I prefer to use Platonix headsets. This is a Platonix C320, sorry, and you can hear it within. Change the microphone. Microphone device is on. It's probably a good idea to go back to the beginning to find out how we set this going in motion. Turn on speech recognition, it's on. So we'll turn it off again, turn it on, and hopefully it'll come back to life on the screen. Here we go. Open mail. New mail. Miles at AAS123. Wake up. Start listening. Miles. For some unknown reason, it's decided to put the mouse grid up, so things aren't always perfect, are they? So let's try again. Here's mail. Open speech recognition. New mail. Miles at AAS123. Let's see if it works another way. Move down. Move up. Press enter. Tab, tab, tab. This is a test. Tab. Now you can start to use your voice to do a little note to somebody, and it should work quite happily. Full stop. It's just to enable me to see how good the built-in speech recognition is on a Windows computer. Full stop. This is a fast computer of 3 gigahertz and a reasonable amount of RAM, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Select Fast. 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 Delete. Fast. Well, that's unexpected. It closed the box down with that coming back in again. Let's see if our email worked. Try again. New email. New mail. M. Y. Scratch that. Backspace 1. Delete. Press enter. Tab, tab, tab. This is a test. Tab. And now I'm using my voice to write a message so that we can actually begin to do some useful work. Full stop. New paragraph. New paragraph. New line. Regards, Miles. Okay. Not sure that's sent, so we'll try again. One more time. New mail. Start listening. New mail. M. Y. Press enter. Tab, tab, tab. Another test. Tab. And for the third time, we will try to create an email. Regards, Miles Pilling. Delete that. Miles. Stop listening. Don't particularly want those things on there. So let's start listening. Miles. Miles. It's determined to put my name as a command in, so I'm going to avoid that, type that in. So let's see if we can send. Start listening. Send. Hooray! Close window. Start listening. Close window. And I'm going to stop sharing now and come back to you on here. So what you've seen is a little bit of problems with trying to get the speech recognition to be better. The desktop mic wasn't as good as I would expect than this kind of headset system that we've got here. There are some basic controls, and I just demonstrated email. We can also do some work on Internet Explorer. But as regards a system that works in this, do not let it get confused with Cortana. Cortana is different to speech recognition, and it confuses this particular device. Even though it's integrated, it doesn't always work. And you can see some of the pitfalls in that training session. Practice makes perfect, and to help you is that printed out document of all the commands which I shall be using. So thank you for watching this edition of the At Show. I'll speak to you again another time. Thank you. Bye bye for now.